Coming up on LA This Week.
I'm Rasha Goel. Up next, how hacking could possibly help solve homelessness issues in the city.
You use them once and then throw them away, and they pollute the planet indefinitely. See how Councilmember Bob Blumenfield is fighting to ease the plastics burden on Mother Nature.
I'm Anna Margos. What happens when celebrity hairstylists cut hair for homeless residents? We'll show you what happens here at the Source program coming up.
Hey everybody, welcome to LA This Week. I'm your host, Umayma Rashid. We're here to keep you covered with all the happenings of the week, so let's get started. This week, Angelenos came together to find solutions on critical local issues. How? Civic hacking, of course. Luckily, we have Rasha Goel to tell us exactly what that means.
When we hear the word hacking, it often comes with a negative connotation. But at the Hack for LA event, hacking is being used in a positive way. It's National Hacking Day, where civic leaders, local governments, and community organizations come together to tackle some tough challenges. The goal at this event, held by Hack for LA, was to identify a problem and work collectively on finding a solution by cracking the code on homelessness.
The idea is to get people who do sort of what people think of as hacking, but actually is, developers, sort of software engineers, people who work in product development to get interested in civic projects. One of the projects of Hack for LA have been building a campaign and a website that allows people to share things they have with people who are homeless in their neighborhoods.
Hacking is really trying to attack a problem from a different perspective with different kinds of tools than you normally do. How do we think about trying to hack together a bookcase and build it, right? You're taking screwdrivers and hammers and nails and putting things together in different ways. We're just using tools that are more technology driven, like data and applications and mobile apps and websites.
This is folks who are from the development world, from the design world, from a number of different people who have an interest in addressing what is LA's most critical civic problem of homelessness.
Attendees were excited to be a part of the discussion.
I think with the advances in technology and the culture of technology, it's both creative, but it's also data-driven. And it's like, how do we pull all of those pieces together so we can truly scale up solutions?
There's a lot of homeless encampments, so I was hoping to maybe get a project going where I can create a little app that'll just ping and target where the encampments are, so maybe the community can get a better idea of what's happening.
Some fresh approaches to resolve an ongoing problem.
Hack for LA holds weekly events where you can use your skills to help create change in your community. For more info, check out hackforla.org. A local veterans group gets together to do a little remodeling with Mayor Eric Garcetti. Anna Marcos introduces us to The Mission Continues.
Mayor Eric Garcetti is helping to do some major home improvement at the 28th Street Elementary School in Boyle Heights as he works side by side with a group of military vets.
I joined today's event because I'm just tired of sitting at home and not giving back to my community.
The veterans to have a sense of accomplishment, and it's a time for us to feel like we're really achieving something better and serving a higher purpose.
The veterans group, The Mission Continues, organized the event, hoping to give the school a sparkling new look when it opens in the fall. The blueprint includes sandpapering, cleaning, painting, drilling, and making planter benches for the students.
We're going to be doing some bench builds. We're going to build 2 planter benches upstairs for the kids to have a place to have lunch and just relax and get away from things and get out in some greenery.
The Mission Continues is the group that we're working with that helps veterans when they're coming back to reintegrate into society, and also helps do great things that contribute to our country, just as they naturally have done their entire careers.
Organizers say the vets are used to serving their country, but after their tours of duty are done, many want to continue their mission of service.
So the Mission Continues mission is to empower transitioning veterans through community impact work.
And everyone pitches in to help. Parents, teachers, baby-carrying mamas, even the school kids themselves put in a little elbow grease.
We have the U.S. veterans here, and we also have our families from our school who are going to work together to work on beautifying the school.
And don't forget the mayor. Who knew he was such a home improvement kind of guy? Look at that load. Wow. So if you ever have the chance to sit on one of these planter benches, your mind and your backside can rest easy, knowing LA's own mayor and some community-minded vets and residents helped build it. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Is Los Angeles ready to make plastic utensils on demand? Councilmember Bob Blumenfield believes it's time for the city to act.
How many of us are guilty of storing those plastic utensils in our kitchen drawers? Well, those may be the last ones you might be getting. Councilman Bob Blumenfield is taking the lead in adopting new environmental standards when it comes to reducing the use of plastic utensils. Plastic on demand is what he's calling it.
When it comes to plastic forks and knives and silverware, plasticware, that it only be given on demand, that it not just be given out with every takeout purchase and be the standard that it is, that everyone gets this extra plastic.
Plastic on demand is about creating awareness, reducing the amount of plastic flow of garbage coming from the city, and impacting the environment.
It's imperative to do it in LA because Los Angeles is where cutting-edge policy is made.
8 million metric tons of plastic ends up in our oceans each year, hurting our marine life. If plastic production isn't curbed, plastic pollution will outweigh fish pound for pound by 2050.
So you have this multiple problems with the excess plastics that we have. You know, one, we're not recycling enough. Two, they're impacting our landfills. And three, they're impacting our oceans. Oceans full of plastics that are damaging and killing our marine life. This is all going to have an impact on the human race.
So what can you do? Well, Councilman Blumenfield does recommend writing into your local council members to show them your support for the motion. And on a personal level, try using more silverware. And Councilman Blumenfield, well, this one's for you. I guess I'm a step ahead with my glass straw. In Los Angeles, I'm Rasha Goel for LA This Week.
Do you know how to contact your council member? It's pretty easy. Check out the website. You can find out who your council member is, their phone number, email, and links to social media sites. Summer is in full swing, and it's a hot one. How about hopping in a kayak at the LA River to cool off? Rasha Goel does just that.
When we think of Los Angeles, we often think of Hollywood, Beverly Hills, the beaches, and the mountains. But there's a beautiful hidden gem right here in our backyard, and it's the LA River. And today, I'm about to take you kayaking if you haven't ever been. I had a chance to experience the LA River with LA River Kayaks, a company spearheaded by Dr. Jeffrey Tipton. The company rents kayaks and does some guided tours, but mostly it's self-guided. All right, guys, I'm going down the LA River. Woohoo!
I was one of the first people to go down the entire LA River to prove that it was a river so that it would open it up for access. Because under the Clean Water Act, as long as a river is traditionally navigable, then it has to be protected and treated like a river. So that's kind of what happened. That was about 9-10 years ago. And since, and for the last 8 years, we've been both here and in Sepulveda Basin near Encino renting kayaks.
The entire route near Elysian Park is about 2 miles and takes roughly 2 hours. It's a one-way route that starts near Fletcher Avenue and ends at Confluence Park. Now, I saw some wildlife that I didn't even know existed down there.
From the path here, you can't really see how much water and wildlife and trees are on the other side. But in a kayak, you get a pretty unique view. And yeah, it was fun. I didn't know this was all in my backyard.
What I will tell you is to definitely make sure you're hydrated, use sunscreen, and take a hat or sunglasses, and be prepared to use your arms. It's a lot of fun and learning.
It gets people to understand the relationship between water in LA and where it comes from, where it goes.
This has been so fun. Yeah, there's way more rapids and water than I was expecting, so it was fun.
We did it! All right, this is something that you definitely have to come check out. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's easy. Of course, you got to get the swing of it first, but if you've never been out to the LA River, I highly recommend it. Reporting for LA This Week, I'm Rasha Goel.
For more info, check out LARiverKayaks.com. Hurry up, though. Most tours end in September. Kayaking is just one of the many cool things happening at the LA River. We caught up with the city's Bureau of Engineering about some of the projects in development on the historic waterway. Gil Reyes has more.
Pedestrians and cyclists enjoying glistening views of the LA River tell us what they want to see next. More bridges to connect the great communities west of the water, like Griffith Park, to areas east of the water, like Atwater Village. Janine Lorenzo wants to ride to the other side.
We love to just come and be outdoors and take the trails, but this has always been blocked off to us.
But cycling across the river will soon be possible at several key points.
Now you can see construction to one of those bridges taking place right now. The bridge here at North Atwater Park will link Griffith Park to the west to Atwater Village to the east. And when completed, it will be an equestrian bridge with room for horses. That's right, horses, as well as cyclists and pedestrians too.
It connects all the stables in the Atwater Village area, all the riders into Griffith Park. And they used to have to walk down into the river and then back up the river, and it was somewhat slippery. Horses sometimes slipped on that.
Deborah Weintraub from the Bureau of Engineering says the safety overpass will open next year, and more bridges are coming. One at Taylor Yard, linking Cypress Park to Frogtown, and another linking Atwater Village to Silver Lake. In downtown, the upcoming 6th Street Bridge and Park will add even more amenities.
One of the unusual components of that park will be an art plaza under the bridge, which will take advantage of an existing pathway into the river. That will eventually connect to a bike path all through downtown that Metro is the project manager for.
Gear up for some big changes over the next several years, and you'll have a say in how it will all look. Stay updated on the river's progress as well as community meetings at eng.lacity.org. I'm Gil Reyes for LA This Week.
For 50 years, Chuck Levin has been tirelessly working to get people registered to vote. This week, he was honored by council at Voter Registration Day.
I declare Chuck Levin and Voter Registration Day in the city of Los Angeles.
In 1968, I started registering voters in Westwood Village at Stan's Donuts, and I still do. For 50 years, a week hasn't gone by that I haven't been registering voters somewhere in the streets of LA, and I just believe in making voter registration as accessible as possible, being out on the street, at a table or at a movie line, answering questions, talking to people, having conversations, discussing their right to vote, their privilege to vote, and their responsibility to vote.
It's my honor to have known Chuck Levin, who I'm pleased to call my dear friend, for 45 years. Well, I'm very excited to have us declare both Voter Registration Day and Chuck Levin Day. Chuck has been a volunteer voter registrar for over 50 years. He's registered over 14,000 people. His mother registered over 47,000 people in her lifetime.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say a few words about Chuck and his incredible work. You inherited the family business, and your mom passed down a recipe for democracy.
And Chuck, it's unbelievable to me that you have been a volunteer registrar for 50 years. That's, I think, indicative of who he is.
You should be inspired by what you've done, Chuck, and what all of you here who are engaged in registration are doing. Inspired to register people to vote, to change the world. That's how we do it. We register people to vote, and we have warriors like Chuck Levin on the front lines. Thank you, Chuck, for all you do, and happy Voter Registration Day.
Feeling inspired? You can register to vote online at registertovote.ca.gov. Libraries are more than just a place for books. There are community centers. Anna Marcos takes us to Durant Branch Library, where celebrity stylists share their talents with those in need.
Get ready for the star treatment at this hairstyling joint. The hairdressers are celebrity stylists. The setting, the back parking lot of the Durant Branch Library in Hollywood. And the clientele are homeless residents.
I'm going bald. I just like the way it looks.
This is the Source program at the LA Public Library's Durant branch. On the last Thursday of every month, celebrity stylists, who often trim the locks of famous people, come to give the A-list treatment to homeless folks in need of a haircut and some TLC.
Well, when I was a kid, I was in the foster system, and I was homeless at 13. You know, I'm just giving back to the community. I know what it's like to be down and out, and I feel good. I feel good when I do this. It actually warms my heart.
It's important to help people out as much as possible.
Hairdressing is my craft, so I just love the art of hairdressing, but more importantly, the whole reason why I do it is just to help people.
I think it's truly a blessing from God, and it's a good thing that someone cares.
But hairstyling isn't the only thing going on here. Look at this. There is free food here. There are referrals to medical services and housing, and even free cell phones.
You learn that you're part of a community when you're part of a library, and a big part of my community are people who need help like this.
And some of that help appears to be finger-licking good. Meanwhile, Samantha Jackson and her 3 kids just arrived here from Ohio.
I think it's awesome because it's a lot of people that need help. A lot.
And it seems that this library, at least, takes care of the dogs, too. The Source program is now at 5 LA Public Library branches, and soon there will be 2 more, which will mean a lot more homeless residents getting treated like VIPs. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Looking for a little art in your life this weekend? Check out All Lit Up at Chinatown's Blossom Plaza.
The All Lit Up exhibit at the Eastern Projects Gallery in Chinatown is all about neon. And what better medium to shine a light on our times? One exhibit called It's All About Selfie reflects our own self-obsessed selfie culture.
The mannequins were chosen for very specific reasons. They don't have facial features. They're completely blank. And so that's just a statement about how people become when they're taking a selfie. They're just kind of mindless drones, essentially.
The opening night, just to prove our point, our social experiment even more, there was a gentleman who was, I would say, 35 years of age, jumping into our installation to get a photo of himself in the installation and ended up breaking the neon. This is an example of no selfie control.
There may be no selfie control, but it sure takes a lot of skill to work with neon. We get a lesson on bending the tube, as they call it. All kinds of gases, colored glass, and coating help create the bright colors and pulse effects you see.
I love the glow. I love the cast light. After I've heated the tube, I go up in the air and I bend freeform.
I hope that more people come to Chinatown. There's many galleries here, and they're each representational of different art movements.
This installation focuses on symbolic objects that elicit emotions. Candles, moons, flowers. Their inspiration? Think ka-ching.
Oh man, I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's my hometown. So I've been seeing these pretty things in my eyeballs all of my life, and I think I just was always attracted to it.
And while we're on the topic of neon, ever wonder who created the Neon Celebrate stamp? Well, one of the artists right here did. He not only created the neon installation, he photographed it, and now we use it to mail our letters. And that's not all to come out of this guy's whimsical creations.
I made one of these for Katy Perry. She has one just like this. Yeah.
But back to that selfie exhibit, we caught some teens going all selfie on it.
People like stop to take pictures rather than just like admire things.
Yeah, it's like more about like the person. Like you have to be in it now.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're doing.
How you guys doing that?
Exactly. Well, we were trying to get like the lighting on the.
We're just best friends. We just always do stuff like that.
You have a chance to take your own selfie with all the artwork by visiting the exhibit, which runs through August 25th.
More info at easternprojectsgallery.com. Art isn't only in a museum. Those that ride the LA Metro get a daily look at some of LA's finest on their commute. Now Metro is taking it to new levels with regular community art events. Anna Marcos takes us to Metro Art Presents.
Transportation and art. The two don't sound like they would go together, but at LA Metro, they do. The Metro Art Presents event was one example of art taking on many forms, drawing on people's arms, faces, bodies, in this tribal pattern session provided some of the artsy entertainment.
They create an awesome vibe for us to hang out and have fun.
The event has been a joint partnership with Radio KCRW for the past 5 years, and it attracts hundreds of people, a mix of everyday train and bus passengers and the more artsy, trendy crowd.
Some people are coming specifically because they heard about it and they love the arts and culture in Los Angeles. And some people, because this is a train station, are commuters or they're traveling someplace. And so it's whoever happens to be passing through the train station. We're just surprising them with some arts and culture.
Besides the DJ spinning and body painting, there were photo booths, fun and games of all sorts, artwork, hula hooping, lots of hula hooping, and dancing. Even more of that. Lots and lots and lots of dancing. Call it a Hollywood hipster's artistic Coney Island.
We are just in the community, just, activating it with our DJs, bringing the fun, the games, the music.
And if you missed this art scene, don't worry. There are more of these events this month, including an August event with 20 performance acts and artists on August 26th.
So it won't be one thing happening in one place, but it'll be these little interventions throughout the station.
At this metro station, a train or bus ride could well turn into a spin on a hula hoop or a journey of exploration into tribal tattoos and more. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week.
Mayor Garcetti's Office of Economic Development is working hard to support local entrepreneurs by connecting them to city resources so they can thrive. One such company is Viva Bags, where 2 local designers are crafting fine leather products right here in LA.
Walk through a downtown alley and you open the door into a unique factory showroom that's been around for decades.
This is Viva Bags, Los Angeles.
The 2 owners, Stacy Charlin, an LA native, and Irma Castillo, a Mexican immigrant, have succeeded in keeping their high-end leather product business going through good times and bad.
The people who were in business 10 years ago are no longer in business, and they were much bigger than we are.
Castillo bought the business in the 90s after working for the company for many years.
The first time I touched the leather, I fell in love with it. Every meeting I had with them, please, if you one day you want to sell Viva, please think about me.
Castillo finally bought a piece of the American dream and went into business with Charlin. The first 10 years, they say, were great, with accounts at Neiman Marcus, Saks, Nordstrom. Then the economy went south and new trends hit: outsourcing, cheap knockoffs, and competition from celebrity designers.
You can see we have few people working right now because they're laid off.
Viva Bags has gotten creative by branching out. Besides handbags, the 2 partners are making private label products for other designers and leather earrings, bracelets, wine carriers, tote bags. They've reached out to the mayor's Office of Economic Development, asking the city to push for more branding of made in LA products like theirs.
We see that the city is in partnership with larger businesses, but we don't want the city to forget about the smaller people.
One of the Viva Bag owners' goals is to get on this LA City-run website called laoriginal.com and look at this website. It's all companies making products right here in LA. Who knew?
These ladies themselves are a true made in LA original. We get the feeling they'll be around for a long time to come.
To learn more about how the city can help your local business, visit the LA Business Portal for details. Bolly High may call you, a Bollywood dance party in downtown, and we celebrate Barbarella turning 50 at Hollywood Forever. All of that in this week's Things to Do.
Relive Hollywood's golden era as the Marina Del Rey Symphony performs Rodgers and Hammerstein's South Pacific. As part of the staged version of the Academy Award-winning classic, you'll travel back in time to once again enjoy an age of breathtaking majesty and musical masterpieces. The free performances run the evenings of August 23rd and 25th at the Burton Chase Park in the Marina. Visit chasepark.com for more info. Like to twirl the light fantastic? Then you won't want to miss the Music Center's Dance DTLA 2018 at Grand Park. A recurring downtown dance party, each event embraces a different theme. Friday, August 24th, it's Bollywood, so get ready to have a great time. The free event happens at Grand Park, 200 North Grand Avenue in downtown LA. For more information, visit grandparkla.org.
Meet the most beautiful creature of the future. Her name is Barbarella.
Take off on an intergalactic romp through the galaxy as Citybeat presents the 50th anniversary of Barbarella at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Experience the Jane Fonda sci-fi classic as part of the annual Johnny Ramone tribute. A cinematic masterpiece, Barbarella forever changed the way mankind views outer space, revealing an interplanetary playfulness that's still charming no matter which planet you live on. Barbarella screens Sunday, August 26th at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, 6000 Santa Monica Boulevard. For tickets and information, visit cinespia.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
Finally, we'll close out this week's show at LAX, where a team of volunteers held a special send-off for a local teen.
For 18-year-old Carlos Garcia, it's a dream come true. His life is about to be changed thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
It's just a lot of history in Italy, and I've always seen pictures of it, and it looks very nice. So I decided why not and go to Italy.
Carlos is battling cancer. Through his doctor, his parents found out about the Make-A-Wish Foundation and how it helps kids.
We was in the hospital and the doctor told us that there's a foundation that they can make kids, wish true. So we filled out the information. I didn't thought they were gonna call me, but they did. They contacted me when we was in the hospital.
The LAX pups also came out to share their love and support with Carlos. These adorable therapy dogs are part of LAX's Pets Unstressing Passengers program and help create a calm and stress-free experience at the airport.
Today is a very special day. LAX and the pups are partnering with Make-A-Wish Foundation to grant some kids' wishes. We have a child today that's flying out to Italy. We found out that he loves dogs, and so we thought, what a great partnership to meet and welcome them.
Make-A-Wish makes dreams come true for children with critical illnesses.
And there's a common misconception that Make-A-Wish only serves children who are terminally ill, but that's not the case. Most of our kids do go on to live healthy lives.
A thank you to Make-A-Wish for everything that they've done for the whole trip. It makes what I've gone through way easier, and hopefully the kids who are going through anything big, they could have something to look forward from Make-A-Wish.
Some heartfelt words of gratitude from Carlos, who's about to experience a trip of a lifetime. Arrivederci.
Make-A-Wish says they currently have 500 kids in Los Angeles on their wait list. To get involved, visit wish.org/SoCal. That's going to do it for this edition. I'm Umayma Rashid, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacitywiew.org. You can also check out our newest social media feature, LA This Minute. We'll see you back here next week for more of LA This Week.